Nice vibe. Meditate daily, keep the vibe high. Overcoming obstacles, a pressure apply. Gotta stay alert and keep a third eye. Organic honey in my green tea. I don't do the bio, no clover for me. I'm a king, so I move how kings be moving. Gotta keep it peace, no shit to be proven. She hit my tab by my cologne scent.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cocktails with Michelle. Today, I have joining me is Lawrence. And Lawrence is a visionary artist and fashion designer. He is the vision behind the Law Collection. Y'all give it up to Lawrence. Woo, yeah. He's a fashion designer with roots up north, right? A deep love for family and a sharp eye for style, as I can see, because I've only known you probably maybe in the past 8 months.
Right.
And everything that I've seen for you is very original. So I really like what you got going on. So today we're going to be diving into your creativity, hustle, and the stories stitched into every thread of your life. Okay? All right, you ready? But before we dive right in, it wouldn't be Cocktails with Michelle if we didn't have a cocktail.
Okay.
So this is completely tailored after you. I don't know where this came from, but this is a very unique recipe. And it called for me to use elements out of my garden, like elderberry. Like I grow elderberry and I make an elderberry syrup. So that actually goes into this cocktail.
Nice.
Right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
All right.
So we got our mason glasses. Right. So I'll go ahead and give you some ice. Start off with that. All right. So do you drink much? What is your favorite drink? Because I didn't even ask you that. Honestly, I just did it off the whim.
I'm more like a champagne wine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what we got today is some vodka.
Okay.
And it's important from Holland, y'all.
Okay.
So it's effing vodka.
That's 50.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to 50.
Oh, this 50?
Yeah,
oh my God.
Cent.
Yo, 50. Shout out to 50 Cent. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna keep buying this then. Shoot. And it's 80 proof. And I use this to make tinctures. I made some dandelion root tinctures.
Nice.
Good for detoxing the liver and kidneys and stuff like that. So yeah. So we're gonna go ahead. Is it okay if I just pour up? Can I pour your truck? No. I know some people not into that, but here you go. And I'm gonna probably add a little bit.
To tap the bottle, but the bottle's open already. But,
yeah, I'm sorry. I told you I was already doing some stuff with it. I made some. You make tinctures with alcohol.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of study on herbology and stuff like that, so that kind of. Do this thing. There we go. All right. So next, after we put the vodka in there, you got tonic water. I hope I can. Can you open that?
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up my hands. I do massage therapy. Okay. And this is the elderberry syrup. I made this. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we got Fever Tree tonic water. It's premium Indian tonic water. I like tonic water. We're going to do half and half over here.
Okay.
They said it's really good for you. Splash of elderberry syrup. Okay, that was a splash, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We're going to put a little bit more in there. A little bit of flavor. And I know you don't like cucumber, but I'm going to let you garnish your own drink. Just put it on the rim. Just for the aesthetics, and put a little mint on there too. You know what I mean? Okay. Yep. Little mint. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put mine just like this. So this is what we call the Law Collection. So cheers to the Law Collection.
Law Collection. Let's get it.
Yes. Wow. It almost tastes like a watermelon. Started. So yeah, that was the Law Collection. Let me show y'all really up close what we got going on. We got a little cucumber, little mint, tonic water, vodka, very strong. And while we get this cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and shoot to a break commercial. Check out Infallible Massage and their great body butter, oils, and soaps. You feel it now? All right, so all right, y'all, welcome back. And I am sitting here with Lawrence of the Law Collection. Welcome, welcome. So just have a couple of questions for you. You know, how you feeling today? You okay?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Blessed to be here. Honored to be here on your
good.
podcast.
Thank you. So I just want to know if your fashion style had a signature drink other than the one that I made for you, what would it have been?
I would say Long Island iced tea.
Why?
Why? Because I gotta miss. You know how Long Island iced tea have different flavors in it.
You got layers.
Yeah.
You know, you got three different liquors. Different layers. The Coke, the triple sec. Yeah. Okay. That's dope. Yeah. So, do you remember the first outfit you ever really loved or designed?
Oh yeah. Like the first one I designed was my logo.
Oh, okay.
The Law logo. This logo here.
Right.
And I just had it all over the t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
Doing my first fashion show in 2014.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah,
that's dope.
First one, we did our show, and it was great. And then we did another one the year after, and then we moved down here to Columbia.
Yeah. That's what's up. So, what was fashion like growing up in your neighborhood?
Oh, it's everything. Because, you know, being from New York City,
I know
it's still like the fashion state. So, you know, you had to get fly. You had to get fly. So, ever since high school, you know, once I had a job, I've been working since I was 13 years old. I said, I can't be going to school having the bummies on. I got to have the new J's and all that stuff, the flyest clothes, the Cool G, the Iceberg back in the days. That's what was coming out.
Yeah.
A lot of the, you had the Pele Peles, you had the, what else? Pasquino, all those Rockaware.
Yeah.
That was my thing.
Yeah. Y'all still doing the Timbs and the Coogies up there, right?
We still
all day, every day.
Gonna do that. Yeah.
So, shout out to Far Rockaway. Right. I know a lot of folks out there.
Okay.
Yeah. So the designer behind the brand. So let me get to know the designer. Tell me about the Law Collection. What's the meaning behind the name?
Okay. Well, loyalty. It stands for loyalty, authority. Well, the loyalty for your people, the authority to make the right decisions in life, and the wealth to take care of your kingdom.
Wow.
Letting our people know that we all kings and queens, and it's time to claim our crown back.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a strong meaning to the brand.
That's Black excellence right there.
Oh yeah.
So how does being a family man influence your designs and business decisions?
It makes me feel good because I got something that I could pass down to my kids, and then I could teach them starting a brand, like, you know how, like I was saying about having certain brands when I was younger. I had to realize, like, all I'm doing is just supporting that family brand, and I had to start, building up their name. So I said I need to start something that's going to really mean something,
right?
And build up my family name, my name, so they can pass it down for them. I can pass it down to them, and they can pass it down to their kids and all that, and keep it going.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, cool. That's what's up. I mean, that's building generational wealth and keeping it in the family. So, do you feel fashion can be a form of activism or storytelling?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. There's a lot of, designers that do that, and I salute them for doing that. Especially there's a couple of fashion shows coming up soon for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
So, a lot of the designers, that's the perfect time to do those type of clothes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Juneteenth is next here in Columbia.
Yeah,
next weekend. It's gonna be downtown, right? Yep. What is it? Sumter Street.
Yeah, you got one there, and then we're actually gonna be in one and Spartanburg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that. Yeah.
So what trends do you think are played out? Like, it's so many things I can think that are played out. What is played out to you and what needs to come back?
What's played out to me right now is the tight shota pants. I don't like them.
The what?
The shota pants. You know how like the Jamaicans wear them tight pants?
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's played out now. Like
the skinny
the
tight
skinny jeans,
pants, and they wear it below their butt, showing their underwears and all. Oh, okay, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's played out. Like stop. You know, and then you seeing grown men doing that. Like that's not what it is.
So what do they need to bring back?
Ooh, you know what I like? I like the baggy.
Yeah, Jabot jeans. That's what I love
Jabos. Like, you know, the Parasuco with the lines on the side and all that stuff.
So that's what
that's what I want to bring back out. You know, that's
okay. We might have to, instead of lines, you might need to put law down the side, make you your own jeans.
Yeah.
All right. So, seeing that you have up north roots, how did growing up north shape your style and drive?
Oh, just like I said, just you know, being from New York, you know, hip hop and hip hop, you know, I'm a big fan of Jay-Z, 50 Cent, all these people that did fashion, Dapper Dan, Fubu, you know, Damon John. So I seen what they was putting together and all that stuff with their fashion, especially Dapper Dan. Like I want to be the next Dapper Dan, but with law.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my people that I look up to. I see what he did with the brand, with the Gucci and all that stuff. And you see some of my patterns that I got. Yeah. It's like Louis and Gucci, and, you know. So I want to show them that this is a brand that's for us, for that we can wear. Yeah. It's not all about them all the time. Right. It's about us. Okay. You know, like Fubu, for us, by us. You know, this is law. The law in you, having the loyalty, the authority, and the wealth. Right.
That's dope. Yeah. I like that. I didn't know that's what that meant. So are there any regional styles or influences in your collection?
Mostly right now. I started off doing urban, but I'm working on doing high fashion stuff right now. I want to have like the high fashion tracksuits, the polos, like one of the polos I got on now. A lot of blazers, cufflinks, stuff like that that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Take it to the next level.
Okay. So let's talk about your style and legacy. What's one piece from your collection that means the most to you?
I would say the law logo, just wearing that on the shirt, it means a lot. Yeah. You know, a lot of people say, law, what that mean? Yo, you a cop? No. If I gotta break it down to I like no, like it's nothing wrong with that, but you know, once I tell them what it stands for, the law stands for, they like, man, that's deep. Yeah. And that's what I want to start doing, is spreading the message on what does the brand stand for. And once people see what the brand stands for, they can understand what it is. Right. You know?
That's dope. So if your kids inherit your fashion legacy, what do you hope they carry forward?
Just to be able to do what like I do, like help other people, to become brands too, and just continue telling my story of why I made my brand, because that's the most important thing. Right. You know, and just don't say, oh, that's something that my dad did. I want them to continue that, keep on pushing, and you know, hopefully one day they can start their own. You know, they don't have to push my brand, but I would love for them to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I want them to be their own bosses too. Yeah. So like I had another brand. I passed it down to my son, one of my older sons, and a kid that's like a son to me. He's been one of my models since day one, since I came down here. His name is Jonathan Gilmore. And now he and my oldest son are owners of Moneyhead Clothing right now. Oh, okay. And I have passed that down to them. That's my other brand that I have.
Yeah, so creating businesses and, you know, giving ideas and influencing people. So that's dope. Yeah. Yeah, you are an influencer, top notch, okay? So let's do a fun finish. got a couple of questions, shot questions.
Okay.
Who's one person, dead or alive, you love to design and look for?
Fabulous.
Oh, really?
Fabulous. Fabulous is one. It's definitely Fabulous. He's like number one because he's like, being from Brooklyn, New York, and just see how whoever his stylist is, I need to holler at them to send them some stuff. But like his style is just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The way he wears his clothes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing it since he been in a music game.
Yeah.
Even before the music game, like I know people that knew him from Freeport, where he's from.
Oh, okay.
From the projects and stuff. So, and he's still been styling on them. They used to call him Sport. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, but kids are horrible.
Yeah,
they're dangerous. They're just horrible. They're evil sometimes. So glad he grew up out of that. Yeah. People grow up. All right. So for our rapid fire round, one answer only. You don't have to explain. Okay. So fashion rapid fire. Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Silk or leather?
Leather.
Okay. NYFW or Paris?
NY. Yeah.
That's what's up. All right.
I ain't been to Paris yet. We will be there.
I don't know. I think that's talking about a brand. NYFW, isn't it a brand? I could have sworn there was a brand.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week. Yeah. So you're going to go to Paris Fashion? Yeah. You've been to New York Fashion Week.
But Paris, we're going to be there soon.
Oh.
We're going.
Yeah, they go to Paris.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure y'all take plenty of videos, post them. I'm going to be looking out for them, okay?
You got to go.
Yeah?
You got to go.
I got to go? Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I don't know. All the airplanes is falling out the sky. Y'all ain't see the one that fell out today? That was and it was an Indian flight, airlines. Yeah, and only one survivor. And he said that the building was already demolished before they even hit it. It was like a setup. It was another 9/11. Let's just say that. All right.
True. Yeah. Wow.
No, I'm just being honest. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now. So, I commend you for staying focused on your goal, on your family. And I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
This has been another raw and real conversation with Cocktails with Michelle, where we pour up a delightful conversation to inspire you all. Please don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.
Oh, before we go off, right? I just want to give a couple of shout outs. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Tiffany Eli McNeil. Make sure y'all follow her, Model on the Grind. She's doing her thing with her brand. And if y'all looking for a coach, she's definitely the one. And shout out to my brand ambassadors, Nadia Terrain, Divinity, that's Mahogany Blonde, Tony, John,
Gerard,
Elroy, Tito Gonzalez. I have a whole bunch of brand ambassadors. Nay, all the brand ambassadors that went with me on the cruise. We had a good time on that cruise.
Yeah, I seen that.
Up on that cruise.
Tell them everybody where they can find you on social media, Instagram, Facebook, if you got a YouTube, TikTok.
You can follow me on my website, www.lawcollection.us. And you can follow me on Facebook. It's Loyalty Authority Wealth Collection. And you can follow me on Instagram at law_collection.
All right. Well, everybody stay stylish, stay in tuned, and keep sipping that good stuff. Cocktails with Michelle. Cut.
That was a good interview.